We on?
Guys, we're here. Episode 8, Season 3, 5 for Talking, Arms, Stuff, Deadpool, Mighty Duck shirt. You like that? See, this guy has a shirt too. Tell him your name, kid.
RLG Bargo.
RLG Bargo. Tell him your name, other guy.
The honky tonk man. No. Caps in the flesh.
Yes, he's actually made out of skin. If you did not know that, you do now.
He's the honky tonk man.
I can't believe your epidermis is showing.
Wow, this is a public show.
Keep it clean.
Like, you know how many people are going to see this? A lot, I think. All right, let's go. Kick it off, my guy.
All right, guys. So it's official. Save the date, August 2nd.
You're getting married?
Leafs versus Columbus. First of all, that's not happening. But anyway, Leafs versus Blue Jackets. Excuse me.
There's only
August
one
2nd.
jacket.
August 2nd.
Green jacket.
Who gives a shit?
So what do you guys think? Looks like it's on.
I'm jazzed up.
I'm pretty excited. August 1st is the first set of games, though, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Is it?
Yeah, the Leafs are on the second, though.
Cool.
Yeah, the second night.
Well, that's when I'm tuning in.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking at a lot of reports, and it seems as though a lot of people have backed out for obvious reasons. So what do you guys think of that?
Well, it is what it is, right? Like, we knew that we were talking about it last episode, and we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I actually have the people. There was more people just happened right now.
I mean, you can't hold it against them. I mean, they're a little apprehensive, but you know, it is what it is. Before this tournament even was thought of, they were going to put an asterisk to whoever was going to win this playoff tournament. So it is what it is.
Okay, so these are the players: Carl Alzner on Montreal Canadiens, Mike Green, Edmonton Oilers, Travis Hamonic, Calgary Flames, and Sven Baertschi on Vancouver. Those are all pretty big losses, especially for the playoffs.
Yep. And it seems as though the hub cities will be officially Edmonton and Toronto. So I'd like to see how that's going to be organized or get organized with all the teams coming in. But, you know.
Well, it's organized first round for groups, isn't it? Like,
what?
There's an East and
Yeah, Edmonton is West, Toronto's East.
Yeah.
Which one of those four players do you think is going to make the biggest difference that they're not playing?
Name them.
It was Hamonic, Baertschi. I don't know. I think that's how you say his name. Mike Green and Carl Alzner.
Probably Hamonic.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's a huge loss for Calgary.
Yeah. But
that's like their number 2 defenseman, isn't it?
I believe so, but you can't blame them. I mean,
yeah, I'm not. Listen, if more players keep opting out and no Leafs do, I'll be extremely happy.
But it's still early, and it could still happen. I mean, we're still, a couple of weeks away, so players can still opt out. Looking at something else that was reported today was the salary cap is not going to go up, and it's going to stay the same at 81.5.
That's rough.
That's going to suck for the Leafs, straight up. But
is that confirmed or just in the works?
No, it looks like it's confirmed. I saw it on the score today.
Well, they officially signed, right?
CBA?
Yeah.
What other teams do you think will get affected by this?
Tampa Bay, Boston, all of those young guys are about to they have to get re-signed, don't they? Except for Pasternak, McAvoy, and can't even think of their names.
Does Washington get affected by it?
I don't know. I feel like Washington just always finds a way to sign whoever they want. Same with Pittsburgh.
So does Tampa.
Tampa's going to be affected, I promise. Like, Kucherov is not taking another friendly contract when this one's over.
Can you guys think of anybody else that's being affected by it? Besides the obvious.
Depending on how it continues to go for them, Edmonton might be.
Really?
The Montreal Canadiens might be.
I think the Vancouver Canucks might eventually get affected by it. Brock Besser.
Brock
Pedersen.
Besser right now has low
but you
stock.
could name 2 players who are going to get a real contract on Vancouver. I wouldn't be concerned about their cap.
Yeah, but they have a lot of young players that are gonna
Yeah, that's
eventually.
fine.
But it won't be
That's
next
why-
year.
Yeah, you have a lot of young players, but none of them are your star guys. Like Besser and what's his name? The other guy?
Pedersen.
Patterson. You're not talking 10 mil each.
Pedersen is like putting up Austin Matthews numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and Besser fell off completely.
Well, I believe he was injured last year,
We're
right?
talking 2 guys that's 20 mil. At least have 3 guys over 10.
Yeah, but I'm saying eventually it's going to affect you. You have Hughes too, don't you? Have Quinn Hughes? He's going to cost money at some
But
point.
he was drafted this year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think next year Vancouver will be affected, but somewhere down the line they're going to be. Pedersen's going to cost you like $7 to $8 million for sure. There's no way it's less than that. If Mitch Marner got that contract, there's no way he's getting a low contract.
What was the other thing you just said?
I don't think Edmonton, yeah.
And Montreal.
They're all locked in though, those guys, right? Like who else do they have to sign?
All the young guys. They need to build a core, right? It's like Pittsburgh. Eventually you're going to get to a point where you have to fill out your roster and you're not going to have any money to do it.
I don't see big name players in Edmonton enough to fill that 81 mil. Besides your guys that are already making.
You're going to need a goalie.
Yeah, you're not going to pay your
Eventually.
goalie.
Eventually, because Smith is.
You need to take
he's
notes
up there in
from your
age.
mistake and never pay a goalie $10 million ever again.
Yeah, no kidding.
Something else that just came out: Lindy Roth is now hired as the coach of the New Jersey Devils. Do you think that'll help him?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he wishes that Taylor Hall was still part of the team. No.
I mean,
they needed a shake. They needed something because on paper they're a pretty good team.
Yeah, on paper they're an amazing team.
You think Lindy Ruff is going to help them out?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's going to change the direction that they're going completely, but he's obviously going to make a difference. He's a very good coach. He's been to the show.
It depends on system and stuff like that. Like a lot of times when you get in a new coach, the team's already just gets a juicy morale boost and they start running harder. So
the only problem I think you'll have with Ruff is similar things to Mike Babcock. He's very old school. I don't know how in tune he is with hockey nowadays. It's been a while since he was a coach, right? Hasn't it been 5 years or something like that?
Well, yeah, I think he was an assistant coach. I don't remember for what team, but he's been an assistant coach for a team for a couple of years now.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But if he can recreate the kind of success that he had with Buffalo, because correct me if I'm wrong, he was Buffalo's coach for a very, very long time.
Yeah, he was, and he also coached another good team. I don't know why I can't remember anything about Lindy Ruff.
Dallas, I believe.
Was it Dallas?
I believe it could have been Dallas.
I don't know. I put him in a category with Ken Hitchcock and those type of guys. He's a quality coach. That's what you're getting. You know what when you get him, when you sign for him. I mean, when you sign him, you know what you're paying for, and you're going to get that.
Even if he hasn't been a head coach for a while and they stepped out to get him, there's something they see in him.
Yeah, right. I'm not upset about that. I think it's a good move. What do you have to lose?
Mm-hmm.
You're already losing,
right?
I don't know if you guys checked it out, but I sent you guys a screenshot that I saw online, something that I saw online today about Jack Eichel.
Why don't you read it to us?
I just thought it was laughable. So reports came out that Jack Eichel might ask for a trade, and the asking price for him is crazy. And when making comparisons to Toronto, because Toronto was thinking about pursuing it, in Buffalo's mind, they believe that he's way better than Austin Matthews. So the return on Jack Eichel was rumored to be Matthews and Sandin for Jack Eichel. And I just thought it was laughable.
Okay, so I looked into this more. And Toronto wasn't trying to get him. There was never anything offered. That guy is a writer for Buffalo, and he's saying that the cost it would cost if you were comparing it to what the Leafs would have to trade, would be that.
Yeah.
So
they're saying that Eichel is better than Matthews.
that guy is saying that if the Leafs were to pursue to get Eichel, Eichel is better than Matthews, and it would take Matthews and Sandin to get him, which is like ridiculous. You're getting back the same player you're trading plus a high prospect. Are you crazy? I'm not going to make that trade.
So I don't know what that Buffalo reporter
I would
was
trade
thinking.
Suarez for him straight up.
That's insane. Nobody would make that trade. Nobody.
I don't even think I would take Jack Eichel at this point. I mean, as talented as he is, I mean, it kind of looks like his attitude is not that of a good teammate, a good quality.
Well, we don't actually know, so I don't want to say that. But the truth is,
this is from somebody from on the outside looking in. I mean,
right.
I can only make assumptions. I could be wrong.
I know, but think of it like this. Look at how bad his situation and how poorly he's been treated over this time. Like, you would be pissed off too. Not to mention, and this is not a huge knock, but you're playing in Buffalo. You're maybe like the top 3 smallest markets in all of hockey. And then you're going to treat me like that? I'm a top 20 talent in the league, and you're going to treat me like this here?
Well,
like,
what do you mean by him?
A couple years ago, he asked for was it a coach or a trade?
He wanted a coach, I think.
Yeah, he tried to LeBron James in the NHL.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that he might be a problem as well, but you can't look at the scenario and be like, he was treated like a superstar. He wasn't. He was just.
So I don't understand. What do you mean he wasn't treated well?
He wasn't given the tools. He was constantly let down by a team that was absolutely terrible, an organization that made terrible moves. Look, I read the draft picks to you guys the other day. They've drafted top 16 picks for the last 7 years, 8 years in a row. They've had a top 16 pick, and 7 of those picks were in the top 10, and the only player that turned out to be any good was Jack Eichel so far. I guess Dahlin.
What about the defenseman that they brought in?
Dahlin is good, but he's only been there for 1 year. He's going to ask for. Ristolainen wants out already. He already demanded a trade.
He's on the block.
And how long is Dahlin going to stay there? You traded O'Reilly, and immediately as soon as he got to St. Louis, he won a cup as the leader of the team, basically.
He's probably one of the hardest working players in Buffalo because he is in St. Louis.
You had Okposo he was on the Islanders, and he was doing, I don't remember what team he was on. I want to say Islanders. He was doing pretty well. They traded him to Buffalo. He completely fell off.
I guess they just didn't gel together. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I don't know if Jack Eichel's the problem or not, but you can't tell me that organization is doing a good job.
Probably not, but I thought they got a few good players in the last couple of years. I guess they just need better talent. I don't know.
The ownership group is really good. They have maybe one of the better ownership groups in all of sports because they're really dedicated.
Well, if they were dedicated, they would have had a star team right now. But
they would have built a better team around Eichel if they were.
The owner, it's in hockey. It's not like football where the owners make calls. The owners just put people in charge, and until they decide this guy's doing a bad job, you're stuck with that person.
So why does that make him good?
Yeah.
Because they're dedicated to the city and the team. I didn't say that they made good player decisions.
But
do you want a corporation? Do you want a corporation like MLSE owns your team that doesn't give a shit about your team? They don't care about anything.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why do you say
that? Nobody there.
Toronto FC won.
Yeah.
Raptors won.
Okay. But MLSC
They're
is not a
stacked in
person.
that way.
It's an organization that has to go through calls. Look at Rogers owning the Blue Jays. They won't give them any more money to win because they're an organization. They have to go through stocks and everything. An owner can just say, "Here's money, buy people."
Yeah, but if they were a good, if Buffalo was a
If
good
he was,
organization, they
is
would have had a good
Buffalo an
team by now.
organization or is it an owner?
It's owners. It's a family.
So I'm still confused.
So
They're-
am I.
So they're
They
just
care
they're a
about the
family,
city.
not a
They care
corporate.
about the team. They want to keep Buffalo in Buffalo. They want to upgrade arenas and do things for them. They can't control what the general manager does. It's
Fire
not.
Sure
his
they
ass,
can.
get a new one.
Of
They
course
can
they
fire
can.
the
They
general
hired
manager.
the GM.
Yeah, fire his ass and get a new one that will
That's
do
what I'm
something.
saying. So you have to see what the guy's going to do first. You can't just be like, "Oh, I
Like,
think he's
there's
going
so
to do
much
this.
shit
I'm going
about
to fire
Buffalo,
him."
like in the fans being all upset. There was that video a couple years ago where that person was like ripping Buffalo, and he's from Buffalo, and you're doing it for the fans.
If I was from Buffalo, I would be. What are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
There was a guy like ripping Buffalo. I don't remember what the video was. It was on social media, and he was just going off about how bad Buffalo is, and like Jack Eichel this and.
Oh yeah. Well, how frustrated are you from?
No
just,
kidding. But the owners are doing it for the fans. They want to keep it in Buffalo. They
How
wanna build a
many?
new
How
stadium.
many draft picks
The
were
team can
made?
still do shit.
How many draft picks were made that I just told you? That the general managers that they've gone through are making these decisions, and they're just not panning out.
Hire me.
Now there you go. You got
Hire
a
me.
job. You got the job.
Don't worry. If anything, Bargo would do it for the city.
No, I wouldn't. I'll just leave.
All right, man. Well, that's all I got, man. I don't know what you
Well,
guys
I
got.
got things probably.
Got things?
Yeah, I got one or two probably. Bargo, you got any things?
You want to go over the redrafts now? Or
Yeah, give me one.
I'll give you one.
Give us one.
What year did we do last time? 1983.
Whatever the one Eiserman was in.
Just do the next year. Just we'll go like that.
Yeah, I'm going to. I just want to confirm. Yeah. All right. So this is 1984 Lemieux draft year. So Pittsburgh Penguins selected first overall, selecting Mary Lemieux, who was originally selected
Explain it to them
first overall. What?
how this works.
Oh, so basically this is a draft reorganized for players to rank them in a different position. So where players should have been drafted is where they'll be positioned now, and where teams will show their original draft pick, but it won't show who they drafted.
All right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so first overall was Mary Lemieux, and he was originally first overall by Pittsburgh.
I mean, you're not going to not pick Mario Lemieux first overall.
This is a pretty deep draft as well, and if you see the numbers, like it's pretty astonishing. So second pick overall goes to New Jersey Devils. They should have picked Patrick Waugh at second pick Patrick Waugh, and he was originally drafted 51 overall.
Yeah, goalies don't usually go that high, though.
We're talking about Patrick Waugh right now.
Yeah, but then you didn't know that then.
Yeah, nobody knows that, though. Third overall pick went to Chicago. Should have selected Brett Hall. He was originally drafted 117 overall.
What?
Look at that, eh?
No, that's a lie.
Get ready for number 4. The Leafs suck. Number 4, fourth pick overall goes to the Leafs. Should have picked Luc Robitaille, originally selected 171 overall.
Yeah, I remember this now. I looked this up. There's players in this draft that are not even on that list that went in like the 5th round that were better than any picks the Leafs made.
Who did they pick?
Ali Afraidy.
Up until recently, the Leafs have not made a good pick.
Okay,
Wendell Clark and Austin Matthews.
I mean, Ali Afraidy was good. The problem is that when he was done his rookie years, he just left the team and went to Washington.
All right, so we'll continue with that one. 5th pick overall was Montreal Canadiens. They should have picked Gary Suter. 180th originally he was drafted.
That's crazy.
Number 6, LA Kings should have drafted Gary Roberts. He was originally selected 12th overall.
So their original first-round pick wasn't even Luc Robitaille. So, that's messed up.
No. He was drafted at 171. That's like how deep into the draft?
It's like fourth round or fifth
It's
round.
like fourth
yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Even
Where did I leave
more.
off?
Yeah.
Number 7. Detroit's pick. Stefan Ricker.
Stephon Richer.
Richer. There you go.
The Leafs. I would have took him on the Leafs over.
Originally selected number 29 overall. Number 8 goes to Montreal again. So they had 2 high picks in this draft. Kirk Muller. And he was originally selected 2nd overall.
So he was picked by Montreal, just
No,
not.
he wasn't. He
Yeah.
was picked by Patrick Waugh.
Oh, yes. Oh, he was picked
Sorry,
by
second
New Jersey.
My bad.
He was
Patrick
picked by
Waugh.
Patrick Waugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jersey picked Muller.
Yeah.
Just to backtrack for a second there, I do recall a little bit of that draft. Mario Lemieux caused a stir because he wouldn't pose with the jersey that year. He didn't really want to go to Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly, which was I thought was odd. Something like that. I do remember him not wanting to leave his seat to go
collect his
pose
shirt.
with the I do remember that. Sorry.
You look at him now in Pittsburgh.
No, that's a fact. He just dropped some information on us. I didn't know that.
Still winning cups in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, he made the right choice.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
Yep.
Number 9. Pittsburgh Penguins should have drafted Kevin Hatcher. Originally selected 17th overall.
The Leafs could have had Kevin Hatcher, too. That's such a joke. Hey, just get this over with. I'm already upset.
Kevin
Number
Hatcher's
10,
a D,
I don't know
right?
this guy's name,
Yeah.
but number 10 was for Vancouver. Al
Iafrate. That's who the Leafs picked.
That's who the Leafs drafted, 4th overall.
Yep.
That's
Pure
it?
Arco's doo-doo butter. That's that top 10 in that draft, 1984.
It only does 10? I thought it was more than that.
No, it does 10.
All right. Okay. I got one question, and then we'll move on to going to somewhere else. Who would you rather have? Okay. Are you guys okay?
No, but yeah.
Ben or Sagan?
Say again.
We're talking
Why?
Boston Sagan or Dallas Sagan?
Just Sagan in his prime. Prime. You get prime.
Because
Sagan.
if I remember correctly, Boston got rid of him because he had a bad attitude, right?
So you want Ben?
Man, what was Ben playing last year?
This guy's like, yeah, Sagan. I heard he's a real douchebag. Yeah, I picked Sagan.
What was Ben playing last year?
Where? Dallas.
Dallas. He was in Dallas. So they were playing the same team. Okay.
They've been in the same team for like the last 5 years.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
It's been a while since hockey's been on.
It's true. Hey, he's just starting to go crazy.
It's starting to go crazy. I don't know. I probably would pick Sagan because he's a better overall player than Ben.
Okay.
If I'm drafting in the 90s, I'm taking a Ben because of size. But if I'm drafting current, I'm drafting Sagan.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Stamkos or Tavares?
Tavares, because Stamkos is always injured.
What's the health? Well, yeah, I was just going to get to that.
Okay, full health in their prime.
Stamkos,
Why?
because he scores goals.
I think I'm still going to go with Tavares.
It's a good. It's just that was a quality answer. It's just like because goals.
I think I'm going to still go with Tavares. Hey, were they from the same draft?
No,
Tavares and Stamkos?
they were both first overall picks.
Okay.
They were
okay.
a year after each other. It was like Crosby, or it was Ovechkin, Crosby, Stamkos, Tavares, or something like that. Don't take my word for that. I have no idea.
No, it was Ovechkin, Crosby, Taves.
Oh, hold on. Timeout. Back to Team Canada. Jonathan Taves not on Team Canada. On anybody's list. I checked TSN's projections. I checked everybody's. He's not on anybody's. He's not even on the runner-up list, like the people on the bench.
Wow. How old is he? He's not that old.
He'll be, when the thing happens, he'll be 34, I think.
He's still young
And
enough
he's
to
one
be
of the
on that
best
team.
leaders of this entire generation. You're not going to have him on the team.
That's true. I don't see why he wouldn't make
Patrick Kane is first line on all the projections for Team USA.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot more to choose from on Team Canada than there is from the States.
But that's the Team Canada team we went through. We were all like, there's so many spaces there. Team USA's roster is probably all of the best American players without like really leaving anybody off the team, which I get that because there's not huge amounts to pick from, but their roster is amazing.
At the end of the day, if Crosby's going to still be on the team, then Taves definitely needs to be on that team.
I agree. Yeah, he's younger than Crosby, right?
And
Yes.
Stamkos was drafted the year before Taves.
Stamkos was drafted the year before Taves?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Tavares.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was right about that part. Okay, last one. Are you ready?
Sure.
You can only have one player in the prime. Doug Gilmour. And no, I'm not going to say Wendell Clark. Joe Nieuwendyk.
Gilmore.
Like easily Gilmour?
Yep. I just thought Gilmore was produced a lot more. I mean, I don't think Nieuwendyk had more than 100 points.
I think he did once.
Season.
Isn't maybe mistaken, but he's a defenseman, right?
No.
Nieuwendyk? No, they're both forwards.
He was on the Leafs.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He won the cup in Calgary and he won the cup in Dallas, I think.
Gilmour.
I'm taking Gilmore.
Does Gilmour have any cups? Did he win with
Oh.
Calgary? No, right? Yeah.
Gilmore won with Calgary.
Yeah, he won with Calgary. That was a good
Yeah, we
team.
talked about this last time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Gilmore was a part of that Jersey team that won in early 2000. I can't remember.
I think he went there the next year. Either way, let's wrap this baby up.
Yep.
And all right, guys, that's it. Episode 8. I think it's episode 8. It's an episode. It's a good one because Caps is here.
But more importantly, Bargo's here too.
Oh yeah, he's all. When he came back, he got his name on the thumbnail. Like, who's he? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, ask us a question. Maybe we'll answer it. I don't know. I'll think about it. That's Bargo. That's Caps. I'm Nacho Man. Checking out.